perfect. I'm gonna work it to impress you.
Can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, 'cause I'm looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no, don't want none of your time, no.
Love to hate Andrew Anderson, stating truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not, dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secret they try to hide.
Welcome to the Villains Media Network show. All right, so we got a good show today, so let's go ahead and introduce our
Historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success, and these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate. They're so talented, at a high level, and these teams have even rematched for a national championship. And the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got his man downfield. And the big game, and they got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early enough.
Brandon.
What's going on?
What's up, man? How we doing, man? How we feeling about the show? It's a shortened show because we had a tragedy, but nonetheless, we're here. The videos they shrink. I'm gonna fix that. But how we doing?
Man, we good, man. We good. It's gonna be a good show, man.
Yeah, I think so too. So let's see. While we're here, let's go ahead. Hello. How we doing? This is Emily. So let's get we're waiting on two more. I don't know if that one guy's coming, your buddy he did like the comment and then disappeared. But anyway, so let's introduce our next co-host. Chris.
What is up? What is up?
Man, welcome to the first Villains Media Network show. I'm glad you could be here.
Brandon looks a little confused.
No, man. It's been a long day, man.
See, I had to invest in my future. You know, my future's so bright in this NIL world. I have to have my shades on.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right.
So while we wait for James, right? Yeah, Cody, I wish I was as cool as always. Cody, all you have to do is say the word, we'll bring you on too, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That would be like the feather in my cap today, to be honest with you, to have Cody on here. So let me see if this one took.
I spend it all on you.
All right, so I've got to fix those, which actually she'll fix those. So I
Where'd
don't.
Brandon go?
There we go.
We didn't touch Brandon. We don't know what happened.
Magic trick.
Let's see. I'm not really sure. We'll fix the videos. We got some pretty cool videos I want to go out, especially a couple that. Cody is hopping in next week. That's what I'm talking about. Those videos are cool. You'll see those running on all of my socials, probably your socials as well, on Football Frame of Mind, No Mercy Sports. We all work together to make these, just so you know. I made some, Brandon made some, Emily made some. Cody, of course, my intro, Cody made that. So, and that's by far my most favorite one, obviously. We're waiting on James. He was going to wash off and then get
2 hours later.
I'm just not tech savvy like that.
Hey, look, Chris, you bring Chris, and that is enough for me. And
I can start making some AI videos,
Hey,
with famous people saying stupid shit.
Hey,
like that one I sent earlier with freaking Brian Kelly. That one was funny. Talking about Lane Kiffin. That one was funny.
You make them out of college coaches and stuff, Chris, and we'll put them on, man. This is a new entity here. Like this is
hell no. I'll make them out of presidents.
One thing
that's not random at all.
Away from is politics. Like we want no part of that on the Philippine Network. We do not endorse anybody. We do not talk about anybody. Fuck them all. That's our stance on Brilliant Media Network. So we do not.
Good one to have. Good one to have.
That's right. Like fuck them all. But while we wait on James, I know that we've done this on Villains, but like fuck y'all. This is cool. I like this.
I like it. I'm not opposed to it. Cam was like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's dope. That's what that is." Like, come on, man. Like nobody else is doing that. Western Kentucky's always creative with stuff like that.
She says creepy, but
But I'm
with you, Brent. I love this shit. Like this is cool. This is innovative.
It makes me think of Elmo, though, to be honest.
See, I want to see somebody come up with there's a school out in Arizona called Scottsdale Community College, and their team name is the Artichokes. I want somebody to make a damn football helmet for the Artichokes.
That'd be kind of funny.
Chris, use your AI to make one.
No, I'm not that talented.
All you have to do is
tell them what to do.
Get your artichoke on a football helmet, and they'll make you one, bro. Like it's that easy.
They will have a football helmet with some girl choking some guy on it.
Probably so.
Or choking.
Probably. But I like this. I'm down with this. You know what I mean? Like I like it.
I like the outlandish ones are the ones that stand out. Even like FIU had like some Miami Nights kind of themed uniforms. They were like the South Beach colors with the pink and the blue and stuff. Those are pretty cool too.
Yeah, I like those too. So where is James? Like we can go ahead and go.
He MIA too, bro.
Right. I had to cut the show in half, so I only put a few slides up because we didn't get as much time as we thought, and life happens, right? So, but next week, I'm pretty sure I open on Tuesday, so we're down for next week as well, right?
Yes, sir.
We do this weekly, whether I can hop on or not. They'll host it if I can't. I usually open on Tuesdays, but sometimes I do not, so I'll probably just be guest starring for a few minutes here and there. But Chris, we are going. Actually, you know what? We'll wait on James for one more second. And this right here, I just, this is just a quick rough draft because James's logo was just so weird. Like I couldn't get it to cut correctly, so I made him a new one. And it's a gold gorilla. he has not approved it.
He didn't comment on it or nothing. Or he said no.
Yeah, no. So Derek, we actually have a Tuesday show for the Media Network. This is the Media Network show. Thursday will still be Villains. Sunday, Football Frame of Mind. Friday still be No Mercy. This is just like our show together. Just so you know. But this is cool right here. I love it. Room for more on here. But yeah, James did not approve this. He did not see this. He did not have any input. I'm like, this is your logo for our banner. So when he gets on here, I can't wait for him to see it.
So he hasn't seen it at all yet.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we talked about this a few days ago.
Yeah, we did.
Ooh, I think it's dope. I want to see what he says.
I think it's perfect. It's just No Mercy. It's a big angry gorilla. I don't know. But anyway, college sports, Villains, Football Frame of Mind, No Mercy Sports. A few more coming soon. We'll get into that. I have 2 other shows that I really we've got to pass it through the alliance that I really want to get in. Brandon, you already know about both of them. Chris, you're a part of one of them. This is it's where we're at. So since James seems to not be coming, if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that these would be the bowl eligible teams after the first 6 weeks, outside of really 2 of them, I would have been like, ain't no fucking way. Because I wouldn't have thought Miami would be there. Like they always lose 2 games. Iowa State, no. Pitt was ass last year. I would have thought Texas and I would have thought Penn State. I swore Oregon was going to lose to Ohio State. But my point is, like, this is crazy right here. Indiana, Iowa State, BYU, Pitt, Army, like crazy.
I think Army, Indiana are the 2 that kind of stuck out the most to me. But the other ones, Pittsburgh and BYU really popped too, come to think about it.
That they're already bowl eligible. They're going.
Pittsburgh was horrible last year.
They were, but and I go and I look. The schedule's more favorable in the Big 12 than it was the Pac-12. So you drop Oregon, you drop Washington, you drop USC, you drop UCLA, and you pick up Cincinnati and Houston, and so the schedule becomes easier on that front. That's why you're seeing the success of BYU. Iowa State, same thing. Not a lot of competition. Kansas is down. We thought they were going to be good. Stuff like that. Oklahoma State's down. We thought they were going to be good. So that's Iowa State's emergence. But Indiana, man, that's
bro. That's dope. When's the last time you get to Indiana was that good?
I love it. Don't get me wrong. Back when they had Randall Antoinelle.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a little while.
But I love it though. But if you would have told me at the beginning of the year Indiana was going to be bowl eligible after their first 6 games, I would have just told you to get away from me. We're going to go talk real football over here.
Didn't Indiana have a really good team like in 2019 with Michael Penix?
They had a decent team.
Yeah, but he wasn't healthy at all though. Freaking what he went down with that knee injury.
think they won like 8 games or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
They won
And then when he transferred out after that.
Yeah.
They have won 6 games through 6 games. That is
This
They
is
cut
true.
up.
I love it. Though I love to see that, man. Like when the playoffs were first introduced, like I don't know about y'all, but the first thing that come to my mind was all the teams that always go. Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, Oklahoma, Texas. Like the playoffs are going to be filled with this in one group of 5 teams. But I don't think it's going to go down like the way we think. Tennessee is not going to make it.
I think the 2 big conferences are going to get 4 in each. Big Ten and SEC are going to have automatic like 4, I feel like, depending on how the records fall.
Well, after next year, definitely.
So here's your question on Ohio State. Okay, they've already got 1 loss.
Yep.
If they lose to Penn State, that's 2.
Yeah. And that's
What happens if Michigan gets them again? That's 3. Are they getting in the playoffs?
With 3 losses, no.
So they're not getting in the playoffs with 3 losses, but let me just go ahead and tell you something.
I could see 2, but it depends on who the second team is.
They went on the road, and there were some strange going-ons that Oregon was doing. Let's not kid ourselves. That was some strange going on, and they only lost by 1 point to a top 5 team on the road. Ohio State is fine. They're good. And you said if they lose to Michigan, I shall eat this hat on this show.
If they lose to Michigan, Ryan Day is gone.
They are going to beat the holy bloody hell out of Michigan. Michigan couldn't beat Washington, and they think they're going to stand toe-to-toe with Ohio State. That is crazy. They're going to get decimated this year. Ohio State's going to put 8 5-star blue chips in the box, force Michigan to pass, and get 12 interceptions.
That dude said, I will eat my hat.
So, sometimes, though, it's a frame of mind. You know, Michigan's got them the last couple of years, and that, you know, it's a frame of mind.
It's possible, but
dude. First of all, talent. The talent differentiate from Ohio State to Michigan now from what they lost. And think about it. They can't throw for more than 40 yards a game, dude. Ohio State is an all 5-star blue chip. They're going to put 8 in the box, go one-on-one with the receivers, I guarantee it, and be like, do something, bitch. And then they're going to beat the bloody hell out of them.
I don't think you're wrong.
No.
I think it's very accurate.
Right. I'm just asking, what if?
Hey, look.
That would be crazy, though.
No, that's not beyond. If Michigan finds a way, if Ohio State finds a way to lose Michigan, you talked about how Ryan Day would be fired. And I said he's not going to get fired going to the playoffs, even if he loses in the playoffs. He's winning 11, 12 games, going to the playoffs. You can't fire a guy who's got a program like that. But if he fucks around and loses a game before Michigan, then fucks around and loses to
Exactly.
and he's that much better and misses the playoffs, oh, yeah. Ryan Day's motherfucking done in that moment that he misses the playoffs losing to an inferior Michigan team. That is his career. I agree with you.
Exactly.
That's fair.
But it's not. Ohio State's defense and USC's defense, two
different.
USC has one?
Right. Somewhere.
Kind of like that picture I sent the chat the other day about there's a recruit that's got Vanderbilt in the top 5 and his top 5. And I'm like, wait a minute. One of these is not like the other one. It had like Georgia and Michigan and South Carolina was one of them. And here's little old Vanderbilt over here. One of these is not like the others.
And my comment to that was, nobody wants to fucking go to Kentucky. I mean, you'd rather go. Honestly, if I'm a recruit, I'm gonna be really real with you right now. Mark Stoops is a douche that tried to abandon his team, right? I'm a 3-star kid, border and 4-star kid out there. Georgia's recruiting me. Ohio State. Let's just throw them out. Let's just say Vanderbilt and Kentucky's recruiting me right now in this moment, in this day. And I want to go with the best chance to win. Mark Stoops has fallen off. Vanderbilt is hot right now. Nashville over Hicksville any day of the week.
Without a doubt.
I mean, these kids are going to Vanderbilt between Vandy and Kentucky right now. Facts.
They're on the uptrend. Kentucky, the last few years, you've seen the trend going down, like gradually. I feel like
I think the funniest thing I saw all weekend was after the game, Mark Stoops getting up there in front of the camera and saying, "Look, Clark Lee's got it figured out on NIL in Nashville. If I could get a base like that, I could win." I'm like, dude, you just got beat by a walk-on quarterback that had a 0-star rating coming out of high school with your 5-star quarterback.
Oof.
Diego Pavia is not even on scholarship. He's a walk-on.
Hey, bro.
No, we introduce people on this show.
So I'm like,
where's James? He said he's going to do a quick wash off and show up.
Told you, bro. They MIA, bro. They both probably in the same spot doing the same whatever. Because Cam.
Oh, stop! Don't.
32 minutes ago.
You know they do in the Navy.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to keep that. My bad.
Look. Hold on. Let's introduce our next. Where are you at? This motherfucker on Tatooine. He on Tatooine for real.
You in a sandstorm?
He's on Tatooine.
Hold it.
Where the Blue Mill?
What's good?
What the hell is this shit?
What's good?
Is it? I know it's October, man, but like, is this a horror movie? Like, is an alien gonna come snatch you in the sky in a minute?
Nah, man. I forgot. I was
creepy as fuck behind you.
Bro, I was working out, dog. My bad. I forgot. Sorry.
Do say he was bringing sexy back, bro.
Always.
Man, you ever seen a horror movie when somebody's in the pitch black like that, they're in front of the camera, and all of a sudden they snatch away like
gone.
Nah, man. Nah. I survived in this one.
I don't know if I'm more curious about where you're at or the name you've chosen to be on here with.
I just noticed that. Too.
There you go.
I've seen the name.
Well, hey.
Who the hell is that?
Who was that? Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, he had the strip club. He got that name right off the strip on the stage. He's like, you know what? Black Velvet's a good name. That's my name tonight.
Can I be totally inappropriate for a second?
Are you in?
Cam sound like he in a hurricane. What is going
on?
Like,
Man, it's just windy out here. It's just windy out here.
You sound like you're in the middle of a tornado.
Nah, don't say that, dog.
No, for real. I got to be inappropriate for a minute. I'm getting some Diddy vibes here. The dark camera, the Black Velvet name. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
The name gave it away.
Right?
I'm just waiting for the alien.
I ain't got no baby oil.
Ain't got no baby oil.
I ain't got no baby oil.
James probably got the baby oil in the shower.
Oh yeah, he got it. He definitely got it.
Y'all, 38 minutes ago, James was like, yeah, I'm going to do a quick wash off and I'll be there.
No, Andrew was weak. He's like, man, Cam loved the message and everything. Where the fuck is he at?
I'm like,
my bad.
And I'm tagging y'all. I'm like, hey, no. And then Cam, let's go deeper down the rabbit hole. Cam loves the message, so he read it. And then still shows up 35 minutes later.
Oh, I forgot, dog.
Yeah, bro. I was literally running when I loved it.
Oh, man, I got to run back home.
Okay, so that's a skill level unlocked. Running and reading Facebook messages and responding to them while you're running. Skill level unlocked.
Yeah, double tap.
Hey, it's easy. Hey, it's easy when you got to talk to text.
You gotta upload. You gotta update the attributes, bro.
Yeah.
Attributes.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna assume James ain't coming. So I really wanted James to be a part of this, but hold on, let me see if he messages me real quick before I do this one. He He has not.
Dang.
By the way, I did find a Scottsdale Community College Artichokes actual game worn football helmet.
Yes.
That's not random at all.
So, I guess we're gonna.
That's an interesting choice.
Yes.
Why does that look like Dragon Ball Z?
What about this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now he's driving. They're gonna run him off the road. Some hillbilly's gonna come out and man, come on, Cam, what's going on?
I survived this movie.
Man, what you gonna do? Some hillbilly comes out the woods.
You ain't the first one to die, at least.
They doing some smack.
Wait a minute. Did you say you're doing some smack?
No.
I'm confused. This is a drug-free show, sir.
No, it's not.
Mr. Velvet.
He said no, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm high all the time.
Dude, you're not to drive a car. Come on.
Hey, I'm over the influence, not under.
All sitting here.
Hey, if he does, we putting him on the big screen, man. This is must-see TV. I see some blue lights.
Nah, not in this neighborhood. That was a long time ago.
Oops.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I'm just saying, man. I see some blue lights. You going up on the screen by yourself. We gonna watch it.
Be on some live TV type stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be like Rodney King, man. All right, so y'all need the videotape.
Yeah, we gonna. Oh look, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing. But you gonna be live. Bunch of people watching you.
Hey, officer, Mr. Ossifer, we see you.
That's right. Don't do it, officer. We watching you.
Is your body cam on, sir?
Yes.
Uh-oh. We're back. There we go.
So the question at hand is, you see all the people on this list. If the season ended today, who would you give the Heisman to, Chris?
Ashton Genty, without question.
Cam.
Ashton or Cam Ward.
What?
Ashton or Cam Ward.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was like subtitles. Like I heard you say something, and then your mouth started. I'm like, what is going on here?
Right,
you got
I gotta get the
all movies going on right now. You are a live anime, Cam. This is cool. Thank
Yo,
you.
nah, you gotta get the bouncing ball.
Yeah, that's right. Brandon.
Man, give me Genty, man. What he's doing is crazy. If he continues the pace he's at, which we don't know if it's likely or not, he'll pass Barry Sanders for yards and touchdowns. I got Genty, man.
So, all right. So, unanimous call on Genty. I'm seeing. I just love Genty. I love what he's doing. He brings back Marshall Faulk vibes, but right? So we're going to talk about competition mattering. Well, that takes Travis Hunter out of it, doesn't it? Boise State's played as tough a schedule as Colorado has. Wouldn't y'all agree?
Up until this point, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they really have. I mean, they had Oregon. I mean, UNLV was a top 25 team. I mean, they ain't ducking nobody. So I'm going to throw that out. Cam Ward, like, what does the ACC put up? And the ACC had to bail them out 2 in a row. 2 games in a row, the ACC bailed their ass out. We wouldn't be talking about Cam Ward for Heisman with 2 L's right now. So I'm throwing him off the board. So then we get to Dylan Gabriel. What he did in that game against Ohio State, even though there was some strange goings on there, was Heisman worthy. That was a Heisman worthy performance he put on versus Ohio State. And so for me, I'm breaking mine down to Dylan Gabriel, and then Ashton Genty is a close second because competition matters. Genty is doing amazing things you never saw, but Dylan Gabriel, watch the number 2 team walk into his house and say, "No, sir, it ain't going down like that," and was almost flawless. Like even his incompletions were good throws because nobody was there. If I had to give the Heisman today, personally, I'm giving it to Dylan.
I like
Okay,
what
so-
he's doing though. I mean, you've seen him get better every game. I feel like he's gotten way better from where he was first game in. I mean, they're starting to put things together. I don't know what they look like long term, like in playoffs, but Oregon's dangerous, man. If Dylan Gabriel keeps progressing like he is, you might just be right with that prediction, and they might just be on the road to a national championship. You never know.
Correct.
So I was just going to point out that Ashton Genty did go into Oregon and put up over 200 yards rushing and like 5 touchdowns against that Oregon team.
Right. So good point. So who won that game?
That's true. Oregon won the game.
But my point is another stellar performance by Dylan Gabriel against a team that's probably going to be top 15 before the season's over. Because Boise State ain't losing again.
Nah.
So we're going to be talking about Dylan Gabriel beating a top 50, probably a top 10 Boise team if they win out. We're going to talk about him beating Ohio State, which will be back up to 5 or 4 by that point. These are Heisman moments already for Dylan Gabriel. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
So what if Travis Hunter goes into Ames, Iowa, and has a big day and knocks off a top 10 team?
So
yeah, but the headline's gonna be Shedeur Sanders though.
He's getting overshadowed a bit, in my opinion.
Why is Iowa State a top 10 team? Because they played nobody. They started 6-0. They got a lucky win over Iowa, and now they're top 10 because they're Power 5, right? I mean, that's not impressive. Hunter goes in there and does good against Iowa State. To me, not as Dylan Gabriel over Ohio State. That doesn't even compare in my eyes. This is Iowa State. Ohio State.
That's fair take.
I think what Travis is doing is really good, man. But
It is.
to be able to put him on that same pedestal with the other guys we're mentioning, I just think he's like a hair below.
Me too.
A lot of his performances just get overshadowed by obviously everything else going on and the quarterback you have.
Yeah, that's my argument. He just overshadowed right now.
But I don't think he wins it over. I don't think he wins it over the other two guys that were mentioned.
Yeah, because he's not.
Even if he wasn't being overshadowed, I'm saying.
Yeah, because he's not technically burning the world up at either position.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just playing both, but his stats are not crazy at either of them for real.
Yeah.
So of the top 10, say what you want to about Pavia. I think he's earned a spot in the top 10. I don't know that I'd have him that high, but Jeremiah Smith, ain't that the guy that cost Ohio State the game the other night with the offensive pass interference? Why is he on here? Why is he on here? Not Ryan Williams. And where's Shedeur Sanders at on this list?
So to
that's a good question, Chris. That's a good question.
Okay, I love you. So it is. So Ryan Williams is great. Does Ryan Williams belong in the top 10? I mean, he's had real good competition. I wouldn't put him in my top 3, so it does not bother me that he's not on this list because honestly, 4 through 10 are irrelevant. We just throw up some names. We think they're having a good year because generally it's 3 people and then everybody else. Wouldn't you agree? So
yeah.
Except that one year they had 5.
So Pavia has some good wins under his belt. And he had some major performances in those good wins. He also has a nasty loss to Georgia State. Yep. So, I'm okay with him being in a top 10 that, 4 through 10 doesn't matter. I'm fine with Pavia even being number 5. So this dude beat Alabama. This dude beat Kentucky after they told him all week how bad he was. I mean, this dude is winning games. This dude went out and had a monster game against Virginia Tech. I'm okay with him sitting at number 5 right now because Vanderbilt beating Alabama. You say what you want, but goddamn, that's a fucking good quality win. Kentucky is a good quality win on the road. I mean, Georgia only beat them 13-12. I mean, so I'm great with Pavia being at number 5. Right now, his
Fair.
body of work, the teams that he has beaten. Oh yeah, I'm fine with it, Chris. I don't think he
I'm
should.
I'm just that aw sucks kind of guy. Like, oh, look at this. This looks great, but then I have to remind myself and pinch myself that this is Vanderbilt we're talking about here.
So it is Vanderbilt, but his body of work. So
Yeah,
that
man.
should not matter. You know what I mean? What the name of the school is. What Diego Pavia has done, he has went on the road and won an SEC game at a ranked at the time Kentucky. He beat number 1 Alabama. He beat preseason number 12 Virginia Tech. Like he has
Quality wins.
Quality wins. He should be at number 5, Chris. I know, we talked a lot of shit about Vanderbilt before the season, but there's something called prove me wrong. And Diego Pavia has proved me wrong. Look at the wins he has. Look at the performances in the wins that he has.
He's saying, "Hold my beer. Watch this."
Him at number 5 is right, Chris. Like, don't be that guy. He should be lower because you a Vandy fan. This man has deserved number 5. I'll say it right here in front of everybody.
You know what the interesting part of that is? This dude's not even on scholarship. He's a walk-on.
Okay.
How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
So
that's pretty nuts.
Look at Baker though. Baker did that.
But
straight walk-on.
Here's what's different. All right, a walk-on 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, earns their spot, whatever. A walk-on who comes in with a lucrative nil deal does not give a fuck about a scholarship anyway because he ain't paying. Oh, I get to go start at an SEC school and y'all going to pay me $2.5 million a nil? He doesn't give a shit if he's a walk-on or not. Is this what you need me to do to get some more scholarship players on there? Cool, we can do that. Like, I understand. Get me a good team. It makes all the sense in the world now that Nil's here.
Fair. That's a fair statement.
It is. Hey, look, if I can give up my scholarship, I know it's going to be paid for, and I'm going to make some nil money to get me better talent in because I'm not taking that scholarship. Oh, yeah, I'll be a walk-on. Like, I think it was a selfless move by him.
Yeah,
I think so.
agree.
Because they would have given him a scholarship had he asked. Ain't no way they would.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I don't know. I don't have any insider information, but it seems to me like he took the walk-on to get another scholarship player in there to make the team better. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
But so I'm okay with that. So we're not really gonna have a commercial tonight because we were late. But since hold on a second, y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Can't stop me now.
James, how long you been backstage?
Oh, quite a while. I actually wanted to put, some opinion in Diego Pavia of all people in the Heisman Watch. What? Also, Chris, is this your little surprise?
Yes, sir. We're twins, brother.
I like that.
It is new. I love it.
You have a problem with Pavia at number 5.
No, I don't have a problem. Like, he has easily made a case that he should be in the top 5 of the Heisman. Like you said, him leading Vanderbilt to a win over freaking Bama of all teams. Like, are we really in the upside down of fucking football this year?
Yes.
Yeah, boo.
2007 again.
Yeah, that boo took me out.
But so real quick, who would you give before we move on to? I got 2 more segments I want to go through, and we got like 12 minutes left. I mean, I'm good to go longer. I just didn't know how everybody's schedule was. But who would you give the Heisman to right now, James? If it's up to you,
Beast Mode 2.0, Ashton Genty. The fact that this dude is 5'9", 215 pounds, and running like Marshawn Lynch in a non-Power 5 kind of school needs to be studied. This dude is literally carrying Boise State. Just give the goddamn Heisman Trophy to Ashton Genty already.
Not so fast.
Stop.
He deserves it, though.
Stop making him into Beast Mode 2.0. That's not who he is. He's Mighty Mouse.
So, Chris,
Okay, that's
Mighty
fair.
Mouse
I was about to say,
Mighty
hold up.
James,
Mighty
when you
Mouse
came
was
here,
strong too, though.
Yes, he was.
when I explained Dylan Gabriel to win the Heisman.
How'd you explain Dylan Gabriel to win the Heisman right now?
You ain't been backstage that long, but
I was backstage long enough to hear the Diego Pavia talk, and I completely agree. Like, look, I know Vanderbilt is on a hell of a run this season. Like, I didn't even have them beating Alabama on a 2024 bingo card, but the wins that Diego Pavia has, he's making a case.
So before we move on, I want to go ahead and tell you my quick case of Gabriel. So Dylan Gabriel has beaten Boise State, going to be a top 10 team head to head, right, with a massive performance.
Hey, bro, what you doing, man?
That was a close game for Oregon.
Doesn't matter. Dylan Gabriel was the hero. And then they just beat number 2 Ohio State. And guess who was the hero? Dylan Gabriel. Right now, I'm giving him the Heisman over Genty because competition matters, and that's fucking impressive what he did. Now, if that's why we don't give the Heisman halfway through, if he goes into a playoff game and runs for 260 yards on Texas, well, then I'll be like, all right, just give the guy the fucking Heisman.
True. I mean, right now, like, my locks to win the Heisman are easily Ashton Genty at number 1 and Cam Ward, because this dude is playing at normal speed and making everybody else look like they're playing in slow motion.
Look,
but let's be real about Miami. That's a 2-loss team already.
Correct, James. The ACC bailed them out 2 weeks in a row, and when none of us have a stake in this, we saw what happened.
Yeah, they really should have lost to Virginia Tech in that game.
They should have 2 losses right now, and a 2-loss Cam Ward does not deserve to be in the fucking Heisman favorites. That is crazy.
A 2-loss Jaden.
Well, who's the second loss?
All right, so 2 losses. Jaden Daniel won the Heisman that MPJ should have won, but regardless, he was a good number 2 and 1.
Nah, that's definitely.
So hold on. So what was the competition?
Jaden Daniels had that shit about landslide.
He said 2 loss Jaden Daniels didn't deserve to win the Heisman. Did he say that?
Let's talk about Heisman, right? So Jaden Daniels. What were Jaden Daniels' 2 losses? Number 4, Florida State, and who else?
Shit, I don't know, but he was the best player that year.
Hold on. So Alabama and Florida State, which was ranked number 4 and number 5 at the end of the year. Is this a fair statement?
Just because they lost, his stat lines weren't bad though.
Wait. I'm making a point. Is this a fact? They lost to the number 4 and number 5 team at the end of the year. Those were their only 2 losses.
Yeah.
That's not too bad losses, though.
So, all right, now let's go to Cam Ward losing to a fucking 4-loss Virginia Tech team.
I see where you're
going. A game that should have been a loss, but the rest called it back.
I agree with that. I was just saying 2 losses and 2 losses. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying like he's on the same level as that. No, not at all. Although I do really like what he's been doing this season, and he is a really good quarterback nonetheless. But
I agree. He's a really good quarterback. But my point is, so he has 2 losses to Virginia Tech, who is a 4-loss team. That is not like losing to an undefeated Florida State team and a 1-loss Alabama team who finished 4 and 5. Losses are not equal. They are not equal. I mean, Jaden Daniels was Cam Ward 25 out of 25 times, brother. I mean, Cam Ward, my point is you would give it to Genty over Cam Ward, right?
Yeah.
I would.
Easily.
Yeah.
Cam's having a good year, but it's not on the same level.
Easily not. The way that Ashton Genty is running, you would have thought this dude had a pack of Skittles before the game.
Competition matters. I'm just telling you, it matters. It does. And Dylan Gabriel has been the most impressive to me. Now, Genty's impressive. Trust me, I'm watching Boise State every time they play. I want to see a dude run for 200-something yards. It's exciting. But is he doing that to Texas and Georgia and Alabama and LSU back to back to back to back to back to back to back? The answer is no.
Okay.
I mean, they're going
You
to-
never know, though. That's a
So-
big what if.
So let me throw a scenario out there. I know you don't like their level of competition. Let's say Army goes 12-0. They win the AAC championship, turn around the week later and beat Navy again.
Good.
Does their quarterback get into the top 3?
No. No.
I appreciate the build up there.
Look, I'm not
Okay,
trying to glaze Army or Navy right
Okay.
now, but look, Horvath and Bryson Daly are making some serious arguments.
Okay, but hear me out.
He had to put the
if
hat
that
backwards,
happens-
bro. And it got real.
Look at their rushing yards. They
Hey.
are leading their team in rushing yards.
Okay,
I do
but
not
hear
care.
me. Hear me out.
You're going to put
I gotta
Army
hear what Chris
quarterback,
gotta
who you
say,
don't
bro.
even know his name, by the way, in the
Okay.
same light as Dylan Gabriel? No. That's crazy talk.
Blake Horvath and Bryson Daly. Watch out.
Crazy
Okay.
Go
talk.
ahead.
Okay, hear it out. Hear it out, Andrew. 12-0. The AAC championship is 13. Navy the next week is 14. They're currently on the nation's longest winning streak. If they go that route and get to 14-0, guess what? They're going to have 18. He's going to have 18 straight wins on his belt.
I do not care if he has 24 straight wins. Put him in the same light as Dylan.
Sorry, a witch entered to the room.
Fucking crazy talk.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I just wonder. It's a scenario, and everybody in America is going to love it if a guy from Army is in the top 3 of the Heisman.
I don't care what
He
America
said
loves.
24 and it don't matter.
Like America does not choose who the best player. The best player is. Like,
She's trying to put that witch's brew on you and shut you up. And
Oh yeah,
agree
oh
with
yeah,
me.
oh yeah. Homegirl's trying to be
Hold on.
Bette Midler right now and put a spell on you.
Hold on. I've got the new game. All right. What we're going to do, we're going to play. You can start your brand new school with a brand new quarterback. That quarterback is Army's quarterback or Dylan Gabriel for your personal team. Chris, who you picking?
Jamil Holloway.
Hey, I like
That's tough.
About silence.
I'm not
Jamil
gonna lie,
Holloway. That's
tough.
what I'm picking.
Because I remember Dylan Gabriel was very less than stellar at Oklahoma last year.
Look who his head coach was, though. They
This
suck
isn't
on
a
offense.
career. Wait, this isn't a like, dude. First of all, he had a very good Oklahoma run, so that's crazy talk. I'm talking about the players you see right now. Simple question: are you going with Army quarterback, or are you going with Dylan Gabriel for Vanderbilt next year playoff run?
Jamil Holloway, bro.
Who you got?
Hey, look, all I'm saying is if I got Ashton Genty in the fucking backfield, I'm going
not
with
even in
Bryson
the-
Daly.
Because y'all
He's
don't
not even in
answer the
conversation.
Question. Because y'all know Dylan Gabriel's who you're gonna pick. Stop.
I'm probably going to pick the Army quarterback because he fits the mentality
Ooh,
of
let me
what
find out you
Vanderbilt
cap.
does.
Let me find out you capping.
Lies.
Look at the numbers. Even
Let me
look
find
at
out he
Blake
capping,
Horvath
Cam.
from Navy.
Let me find out he capping.
Both quarterbacks are literally leading Army and Navy
Charlie
in every
Ward,
statistical
that's what I'm
category.
I'm gonna put a stop.
You said Charlie Ward.
Yeah.
I formally wait. I formally accused Chris of lying because he didn't like the question. There ain't no way you're choosing Army's quarterback to lead Vanderbilt on a playoff run in the SEC.
Okay.
His style of play,
Ooh,
all he
take
does
that
is
smart,
run the
though.
ball over Dylan Gabriel. That's crazy.
Okay. Same question, but change the players' names. Who am I taking? Diego Pavia or the 0-star that had to go to New Mexico military? Or am I going to take the 5-star Brock Vandergriff?
That's
the question you're asking.
no, it's not.
Jared
That's
Zabransky.
Oranges.
That's what I'm
Stop.
picking.
Wait, this is pre-college
Chris
career.
Winky.
You know what
Yeah.
they are right now, Chris. You know what Army's quarterback is right now, and you know what Dylan Gabriel is right now. This is not the same question.
Man, give me Chase Daniel, man.
Ooh, yeah.
I know Armory's quarterback is on the nation's longest winning streak right now, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah,
He's pretty
I
fucking
mean,
good.
look at the stats.
Man,
Numbers
give me
never
Blaine Gabbert,
lie.
bro.
dude, bring Army right now. I mean, Army's team, full team, right now to the SEC.
Oh
Right
man,
now, let's
man, give
go.
me Money Man's
That's
LSU,
not it.
Alabama,
That's not even.
Oklahoma, Texas. They going 0-5, bro.
I'm sorry, I'm with Chris on this one. This is a different conversation. Yes, they
That's a
will get
different-
their
yeah.
asses kicked.
That doesn't
But-
mean he's bad.
That's get that out of here. This is nonsense. All right, we're going to the next segment. All y'all know y'all pick Dylan Gabriel. Hey, hold on, Brandon. Who you picking? Army's quarterback or Dylan Gabriel to lead LSU next year?
Yeah, I'm taking Dylan Gabriel, bro. But I like my quarterback though.
I like my quarterback to throw the ball.
Your quarterback
Alabama,
next year.
man.
What the hell are you talking about? It's going to be AJ Swan. I'm glad he's
No,
gone
the
from
hell he's
Vanderbilt.
not.
By God.
Yeah, who you taking?
No, he's not.
You taking Dylan Gabriel or Army's quarterback to lead Alabama into the playoff run next year?
I'm picking Diego Pavia.
Lead Alabama, you best believe I'm taking Bryson Daly.
y'all are hot. Anyway, so
Cam said Diego Pavia.
right, so here we are at the second half of Vanderbilt's schedule. Chris, what is Vanderbilt's schedule? I'm at record right now.
4-2.
4-2. Vanderbilt first half of the year. Amazing, right?
3-3.
Unreal.
And honestly, should be 5-1 because the Mizzou game was a shake job because one was a brand name and one wasn't. And you know how I feel about that. So, but they're 4-2. They're way better than we thought. So the second half of their schedule is over here on the right. I'm going to let Chris go next to last because I want to hear him. But I want you to go game by game and tell me win, loss, or why. Let's start with you, Brendan. Ball State, Texas, Auburn, South Carolina, LSU, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So Ball State, it's a dub. Easy dub. Texas, I would love to see y'all get the upset. I just think Texas
Ball
is playing
State,
really
man.
good football. I'm taking that as the L. I have y'all beating Auburn. I think Auburn's just in disarray, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, if you ask Cam.
Yeah, F them dudes.
South Carolina. Oh man, that's tough. I'll take an L at South Carolina, an L at LSU, but I got y'all beating Tennessee at the end.
Oh, so you got all right, cool. You got them at 7 wins.
Hey, that's a bowl win. That you're bowl eligible. 7 wins isn't a bad season. That's a step in the right direction.
Not with this schedule, it's not. Cam, what you got?
They losing everything. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All
We're
right.
4-2. Ball
All
State.
right, so we're 4-2 at this point, right? All right, so they'll beat Ball State. Can't even believe that's a school, but yeah, Ball State. Then they'll probably lose to Texas, because I think Texas will score even if they hold the ball. They score kind of fast. So, but they might beat. They should beat Auburn because offensively they just suck. And their whole program sucks, man. But whatever. Then you got South Carolina, man. I think South Carolina wins this game because their defensive line is destructive. You beat an option with penetration, and they get penetration. So I think they'll win that one, man. LSU, man. Let's see. You know what? Give me Vandy, dog. I want to see chaos, man. I want to see. I want to see the look.
I'm taking one.
I want to see the look on your face, Brandon, when you lose to Vandy and we lose to Vandy. I want to see your look. Your face should look like mine.
The closest you gonna get is a dream, my friend. That'll be a nightmare.
I thought I was dreaming too. Guess what?
Did they beat Tennessee?
Come on,
Actually,
Jazz.
you know what? That's a rivalry game,
I
man.
think
So
they
give me
beat
Tennessee, man. I mean, give me Vandy. Give me Vandy.
So you got them at 8 wins.
I want to see Vandy get 8 wins, man. I
All
want
right,
to see.
This is coming to a point. So Brandon has them at 7 wins. Cam has them at 8 wins. James.
So it's pretty clear that Vandy is going to get the win over Ball State. no decision that they're going to lose to Texas. Like, they are seriously the best team in the country right now, and it's not even close. Oklahoma fans, y'all might want to speak up because it's kind of hard to hear you when you're not in the fucking rankings. You got your asses kicked.
They were winning by 3, though.
Hey, Texas couldn't stop. Continue on.
Anyways, Auburn, that might be a good game, but ultimately, I really think Vandy comes out on top. South Carolina. Oh, God. I mean, I want to be so biased right now and stick with Sandstorm. It's going to be a close one, but you know what? I will stick with Sandstorm, baby. I think South Carolina gets this win. Why? Because you win the battle in the trenches.
Yes, sir.
And South Carolina's defensive line, albeit so close on so many occasions, but they got a defensive line. LSU and Tennessee, they're taking L's.
So you got them at 6. So 7, 8, 6. So Chris.
So
they winning them all.
We didn't get to 4-2 the way I thought we would get to 4-2. I actually thought we would be 3-3 right now. But
me too.
I'll take where we're at.
He said.
Ball State's a win.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
In a week and a half, Pat McAfee's going to be in Nashville. He's going to do our chant, VANDY, 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 Vandy. Oh, hell yeah, Vandy. Not today. I'm taking Texas.
Pat McAfee is easily saving ESPN College Game Day. It's not even close.
Yes.
A little reminder for Auburn fans out there. I hope there's some watching, but they really don't know college football if they're not watching. But anyway, this quarterback, our offensive coordinator and our assistant offensive coordinator walked into Jordan-Hare Stadium last year and fucking abused you boys. And for you to think that you're just going to beat Vanderbilt because it's Vanderbilt and not realizing that we got these kids that kicked your ass last year, Vandy's doing what New Mexico State did. They're walking in there. They're kicking their ass. South Carolina, I think that's a matchup problem for us. The defensive line is impressive. But there's something about Diego Pavia.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about him. I think we finally end that streak. LSU, I think that's a great matchup. I think it's going to be a great ball game. I think whoever had the problem with LSU is they can't run the ball. So if you're one-dimensional,
it's inconsistent, yeah.
So if you're one-dimensional and we can stick 5 or 6 DBs back there to slow down that passing game from Garrett Nussmeier, I think we have a chance to pull an upset there.
Told you.
Tennessee.
Told my ass.
I'm just going to say early in the year, Tennessee looked like one of the best teams in the country. They don't now. Their offensive line is beat up. We found out this weekend that their right tackle, who has been moved to left tackle, has been playing hurt all year too. Their center is hurt. Their 2 wide receivers are out. Their left tackle's been playing hurt for the last 2 weeks. Man, they just lost their best defensive player in Keenan Peely. Out for the season
they have,
with the torn ACL.
So wait, they have 1 loss, right?
1 loss right now.
Okay.
I think Vanderbilt wins that game. I think they're a better team.
So,
but let me preface this in saying that Diego Pavia has to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think he sits out this week. He banged his knee up a little bit against Kentucky. I think he sits out this week. Next year's starter, Nate Johnson, who came from Utah, which is a top 15 program. I think he gets a start against Ball State. They rest up Pavia just to try and keep him healthy for the rest of the season. If he gets hurt, all bets are off.
So you got him at 9 wins.
I think it's possible.
Okay, so
it's definitely looking possible the way that they've been playing through the first half of this season.
All right, so we've got 7, 8, 6, and 9. That's where we're at. All right, so I'll do mine, and then I'll bring this to a point. Ball State, yeah, they win that game, right? It puts them at 5 wins. They're going to lose to Texas. And then they're going to beat Auburn to get bowl eligible. Auburn's a bad program, like really bad football team. And then they go, they have the game at home against South Carolina. The problem is Diego Pavia is good, and we all understand that. But at the end of the day, South Carolina's defensive line is going to be in the backfield the entire game. Lenore Sellers is a nightmare matchup. Look what Georgia State's quarterback did to Vanderbilt. Lenore Sellers does the same thing. He plays the same style of game. I just think this is going to be too much for Vanderbilt in this game. I think the defensive line is going to be disrupted. Lenore Sellers is going to have lots of lanes to run through. I think that's going to be a loss. And then they go into Death Valley. And I know 2 of you said that Vanderbilt's going to pull the upset. Ole Miss is a better team than Vanderbilt, and they had to cheat just to get it to where they did. I don't think Vanderbilt's going into LSU and winning this game. And I don't think they're going to beat Tennessee. Tennessee's going to figure this out. Tennessee's still just a 1-loss team. So they're still good. I don't know. I got them 6 and 6. So I have 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, 6 wins. Man. So this is the point I'm trying to make. So we got 7, 8, 6, 9, and 6. This is our win total for Vanderbilt for the second half of the season. Now, preseason, I said they would win 4 games. They're already there.
Yep.
And some of us said they'd win 2 games. So now, halfway through the season, when we were predicting Vanderbilt to win 4 games all year, they can go anywhere from 6 to 9. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's what Neil has done. That's what the transfer portal has done in this era. And Vanderbilt living proof of how that works.
Or hell, like we were even discussing with Diego Pavia being in the top 5 of the Heisman, like, hey, show us what you can do on the field, because this is a team that has been so bad for so long that it's weird to see them actually be doing this good.
Yes.
See, and it's funny that you say they've been so bad for so long, because just 2 years ago, they were 1 game away from bowl. Just 2 years ago, they won 5 games. They were absolutely putrid last year. I'm not going to lie. That was putrid.
But that kind of gives James' point across, though. Hey, we almost went to a bowl a couple years ago, man. That
right.
It's a putrid program. Vanderbilt's been putrid for a long time. That just gave, but the point is,
not in baseball, though.
This ain't 2 years ago. This is a team that beat Alabama. This is the era of Vanderbilt football.
Oh, I can tell you, this even feels different than from where James Franklin had us. And if you remember, Franklin won 9 games twice at Vanderbilt. And this feels even different than that. This feels like it's sustainable.
So, and here's the difference. Here's where I'm going to agree with something Chris said, not about these same coaches, but about another coach in the last episode. Let's talk about what they took over, because James Franklin took over a program from Bobby Johnson that had went to bowl games. So James Franklin took over a very good Vanderbilt program, because Bobby Johnson did work up there. That man did work. So he took over a program that was already bowl eligible every single year, right? Clark Lee took over ass water.
Yes.
That's just a fact. And I'm very impressed with where he's at. Like, at worst, we got him winning 6 games. I mean, and the over under for them this year was 2.
Yes.
Think about that. That's impressive. And think if they win 9 and the over under was 2.
See, to put that in perspective, what Clark Lee inherited. Okay.
That's
It was the first Vanderbilt team in history to go winless. They went 0-10 in 2020. When he got hired as the head coach, there were 38 players on an 85-man roster.
Damn.
In year two,
ass water.
He snuck up and won 5 games. I think he was ahead of his time in year 2. I'm not going to lie, but this feels different.
It does.
When he talks about last year, he recognized in the middle of the year that there were problems in the locker room. And he's talked about it the last couple of weeks is addition by subtraction. Yes, we lost some star players. Will Shepard, who's starting at Colorado now. AJ Swan, that's at LSU now. Jaden McGowan, that's at Boston College.
Don't forget Humphreys from Jordan.
Landon Humphreys, that's at Georgia. Landon was a different story. He chased the money, and credit the kid. He earned that right to do that.
Turn your phone off at the movie theater.
But those other 3 guys is who he's talking about when he says two or 3 guys in a locker room can destroy an entire team. And that's what he was talking about. AJ Swan and Will Shepard and Jaden McGowan, them being gone is what has led to what we're doing now. And Clark Lee's noticing that this is broken, and in order for him to fix it, he had to change everything about the program. He got rid of the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, brings in Jerry Kill, the ultimate program builder. I'm impressed with what Clark Lee's done this year.
So
me too.
So everybody is impressed with what he's done. Really. Here's the problem for Vanderbilt, right? So they got these guys in, and guys go out as well. So so is it sustainable? For Vanderbilt, like you still got to recruit Vanderbilt, even in the transfer portal now. So when these kids, you got a mass migration from New Mexico State with Jerry Kill. That doesn't happen every day. That's not an everyday win for you. So now you have to out recruit in the transfer portal Alabama, Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, and that's what makes it hard to be Vanderbilt. That's what makes it hard to be Arkansas. You know what I mean? That's what makes it hard to be North Carolina State, because if Georgia comes calling and they can match the nil money and you get to play for Georgia, that's just a no-brainer as a kid. You know what I mean? It would be for me. I would if I'm out there. You know who I am. I'm going to put bias aside because I'm a Gamecock. I'm going to put bias aside right now. And I'm a 5-star kid. South Carolina and Georgia both offer me $5 million. But I know if I go to Georgia, I'm instantly going to the playoffs. I'm trying to get my name out there. You know what I mean? I'm going to Georgia.
Well, on top of that, if you're trying to build your NFL stock too, going to Georgia or even Alabama, it's like, hey.
So South Carolina has a ton of people in the NFL. They have a good pipeline, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
You're going to get more exposure at Georgia, because even when South Carolina's playing Alabama, it was on a 3:30 time slot, right? But if you've got a 9-0 Georgia team playing a 9-0 Alabama team, that shit's on 8 p.m., ABC, Saturday night. You know what I mean? That matters. That matters is what I'm saying.
Right.
So, unfortunately, that's the way of the world.
I do have to push back a little bit. There's this notion out there that if you go to Vanderbilt, you're not going to the NFL. And that, we've seen Jordan Matthews became until, God, I'm dropping his name, until Devontae Smith come in. Jordan Matthews.
Don't forget Jordan Rodgers. He's on television.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but think about it. Jordan Matthews was the all-time leader in receptions, 100-yard games, and receiving yards in the SEC until Devontae Smith come through. Okay. He played in the NFL.
But-
Zach Cunningham, for about 4 years, was the number one linebacker in the NFL.
All right. So, but
Okay, you got
Anthony.
Anthony.
Hey, let's not
Orji.
forget the true GOAT, Smoking Jay Cutler.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. But players can get to the NFL through Vanderbilt.
But here's the problem. You
have to develop them.
So if you see these people going to NFL and constantly who they are, but most people who know these people don't know he went to Vanderbilt is the problem.
True.
You know what I mean? That's
Lack
where
of
the
association.
Georgians hit back.
Fair.
Like, hey, take Brandon, take this for example. Tyrann Mathieu. Every time they talked about him in the NFL, in the same breath, they used LSU every single time.
Yes.
Yep.
Vanderbilt never gets that.
That's true.
Yeah. Lack of association.
Correct.
That's true. That's true.
So, that's thank God we had like Jadeveon Clowney, Stephon Gilmore. Like we've had some real studs out there.
Alshon Jeffrey.
George Rogers.
Studs.
Debo.
Lattimore, if he would have jacked his knees up.
Yep.
See, Cameron mentions George Rogers. He don't know my story, does he?
Heisman.
Rico Dowdle. I mean,
I was a New Orleans Saints fan in 1980 when they went 1-15.
Jesus, when they had Archie.
And shit?
Yes.
Oh, the fucking
you know who the number one NFL pick in the draft that year was, and who he went to?
George Rogers and the Saints.
There's George Rogers. He went to the Saints and played for Bum Phillips. By God.
So this is cool. Actually
Not
know
bum.
because George Rogers went to South Carolina and won us our only Heisman. So I do know this. But you know, guys, I'm always talking about how I'm so old and I remember all these players every time we're on the show together, Cam and Brandon. Look, I love this story because I wasn't even alive in 1980. So.
Me neither. Me neither. But YouTube is great.
Right.
I love it. That's why I keep Chris around.
Get out!
This dude while Chris is here. James gonna beat his dog on national TV.
That's how it can be.
All rise for the fucking judge, baby.
Well, minus a few words, yeah. But that's like
Oh, Judge finally hit a homer, bro.
Yeah, he finally got himself going.
About
He's got a
time, man.
125 batting average in the playoffs right now. No home runs, but finally hit his first home run.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cleveland
you'll
done now.
love to see it.
Are you
Cleveland done
watching that
now,
on
bro.
tape delay?
I'm watching it. I'm currently watching it on Max right now.
I've already seen the score. Like 5-2 was the final.
So real quick, we're gonna
It's 6-2.
We're gonna do one more segment before we go. I didn't get a chance to get the graphics up because I drove home from the beach today and it was just it was a nightmare. Anyway, so what I want to do is which one of your team you said which NFL team do you claim the most, Chris?
I claim the
You
Saints.
already know.
The Saints are my favorite team.
Who that?
But I probably follow the Titans more because they're local.
Oof.
All right, we're gonna do Titans. All right, cool. Hold on. So real quick, we're gonna do NFL picks of our teams because we talked about this. Seahawks at the Falcons. Who you got, Chris?
Seahawks at the Falcons.
Mhm.
Give me the Falcons.
James.
Yeah, I'll take the Falcons as well. Somehow the whitest quarterback in the league in Atlanta just somehow makes sense. And I said it from the beginning.
Magic City.
That's right. Brandon.
Magic City Kirk.
Give me the Dirty Birds, man. I like what they got. Seattle's inconsistent, man. They got good players, but Atlanta's just a bit better. I got the Falcons.
What about you, Cam?
Michael Vick. I'm just playing. Let me stop. I got the Falcons, man. I got the Falcons. Dirty Birds.
All right. We'll go again. Patriots at Jaguars, Chris.
That's a stinker.
Ass versus ass water.
That's a stinker, bro. Can I pick neither and just watch this suck?
It's in London.
Yeah, you got to watch
That's
it.
the game they picked for London. No wonder they hate football over there. It's ridiculous. God dang, man.
Who you got, Chris?
You got diarrhea and diarrhea water. I mean,
man.
God.
Either way, that's bad, bro. Your stomach hurt either way.
I have to go Trevor Lawrence and the Jags.
Jags. James.
I mean, look, America really told England, like, hey, we already beat y'all, so we're going to make you suffer again by watching the Jags and the Patriots. Having said that, Drake May showed a lot of potential, despite the fact that they lost by 20 points against the Houston Texans, who are still going to win the AFC South. But you know what? I think the Patriots get this one because what the hell's like Trevor Lawrence? What would you say you even do? You got paid and you're playing like absolute dog shit.
Doo-doo.
All right, so Patriots. Who you got, Brandon?
Oh man, I would love to go out on them and be like, yeah, my team. Jacksonville, they got a win last week, but I think they have 2 wins now. I think they were 1-4 previously.
They're 1-5 right now.
1-5.
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Yeah, Caleb Williams had himself a day and decided to go.
Well, then I don't feel
off.
so bad. I don't feel so bad for saying it. Like he said, Drake May looked really good, having to air the ball out a ton, trying to freaking play hero ball to come back and win. Man, give me New England, man. Doug Peterson's gonna be on the way out. Give me the Patriots.
Cam.
All Elite Wrestling. Give me All Elite Wrestling, man. Give me the Jags. Tony Khan, Shad Khan.
Oh,
give me the Jags, bro. I'm rolling with All Elite Wrestling.
I did see the Falcons on the last game. I'm also rolling with the Patriots. Here's the problem with the Jaguars. Their defense is terrible. Their offensive line is terrible. Defense. I mean, Trevor Lawrence has less than 3 seconds to throw the ball. I kind of feel like he's Spencer Rattler last year at South Carolina. That does not bode well because New England, the one thing they do have is a defense. And now
there's potential for Rattler,
who put 21 points up on the board last week. Give me the Patriots, 100% Patriots. But we'll continue on because we still got to do college. Titans at the Bills, Chris.
So,
Will Levis.
I said early in the year I thought the Titans were going to win the AFC South. However, Brian Callahan, learning from his father, if you can learn anything from that, has decided.
Hey, he got to a Super Bowl though.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
He's decided he's not going to bench Will Levis. He's staying with him. And I honestly think he's doing this by design. I think you're going to see a fire sale soon.
I would.
And I think Jacksonville's a landing spot for Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, shit. I forgot he was on that.
Nasty, bro.
For a
first my Ravens, dog. I need him.
For a first round pick. Giving us 2 top 5 picks next year.
So who wins?
The price is the price.
The Bills are going to win.
Titans, they go get Marcus Mariota.
And that's going to be the start of the fire sale. Jeffrey Simmons will be traded. I think Jacksonville's a great fit because you're wanting to stack up on draft picks. You're not going to get a high draft pick trading with Baltimore. You're just not.
That's okay.
All right.
And that's what they're looking for. They're going to sell off some of these high priced dudes for high picks.
James. Titans at Bills.
Bills, easily, especially with the addition of Amari Cooper, and Will Levis continues his run to go on a generational meme run.
Duval County.
Not even close.
Oh.
All right, Brandon.
Man, y'all need to call Malik Willis or Vince Young because, yeah, that's over with, bro. Buffalo's clapping them cheeks, bro.
See, and here's the thing: we got a capable guy sitting on the bench. Mason Rudolph is 8-3 as a starter in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, y'all got capable weapons, but you trade your best one away to Baltimore.
Yeah, he's there. He got them. I think he got them a win or two, huh?
After getting cracked in the head by that helmet, he's still playing.
Hold on. Hold on. Mason Rudolph is ass water. Cam, who wins, Titans or Bills?
Cornelius Bennett.
Yes, the Bills.
Give me the Bills.
He said yes, the Bills.
Hell, I'll get a table set up and I'll jump through that bitch. Give me the Bills any day of the week.
I don't even like the Bills.
Okay,
And Brandon noticed.
We still got to go through college here. Eagles at Giants. Chris, quick.
Oof.
You know what? I want to be the oddball here. I'm going to go Daniel Jones gets it done. They pull the upset. I don't like the Eagles because they have a cancer in the locker room. I've said it since day one. A.J. Brown, you're a cancer. What is it about guys with and the name A and Brown that are wide receivers that are such fucked up individuals?
Hey, man,
Giants get
chill
it
on
done.
Antonio Brown. You got CTE.
What about
bro.
Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah,
He got
Giants
CTE
pull
too.
the upset.
James, who wins?
Look, I'm not trying to stay biased here, but Chris, you are wrong, my friend. The Eagles have two cancers in the locker room.
Oh,
and it's also their head coach, aside from AJ Brown, if that really is the case. Because the fact that this dude was trash talking the fans after a 4-point win over the Cleveland fucking Browns really says, like, dude, you got to get the fuck out of town. Otherwise, you're getting snowballs thrown at you.
Who wins?
The snowball.
Bucket. I'll go with the Giants. If Nick Sirianni wants to be that dude and be like, hey, I'm going to trash talk the fans, bucket.
Brandon.
Man, everything anyone's be like, oh, yeah, Philly, because Philly's got all this talent, but I ain't seen it translate to anything. They're loaded. I ain't seen
And
it
in a
nothing.
make or break season, too.
I'll be honest with you. It pains me to say this, but I'm going Giants, bro. The Eagles are too loaded to have barely, like, they're not convinced me to do anything. Like, I don't think the Giants are a really good team either. But what the Eagles have and what they have not been able to do leads me to believe that they might lay another goose egg and take an L this week.
Damn.
Yeah, that was perfect timing.
Turn your phone off at the movie theater. All right. All right, man. Look, I get it. Eagles ain't been playing good, man. But Eagles gonna win this thing, man.
Stop that Jalen Hurts stuff.
Give me Reggie White. Eagles.
So I agree with Cam. That's crazy talk that the Giants are going to win this game. The Eagles are going to clap them cheeks. Crazy talk.
Clap them.
That's just like Cam saying the Donald Trump
did we not see the fucking game between the Bengals and the Giants? Bengals barely. Joe Burrow literally had to flex on the Giants.
All right, last one. Chris, Ravens at Bucks.
Ravens at Bucks?
Yeah.
Ooh, that one's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
It's real spicy.
That one is some.
That's a trap game.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That's a good ass question. I'll say that.
Who you got?
I gotta think about that.
It's so cold,
bruh.
You know what? I think this is the game that
can't wait.
Who wins, Chris?
Fuck it. Tampa gets the win. This is a game that Derrick Henry goes down.
All right, Tampa Bay wins.
I mean, I'll just say this. Baker Mayfield, man, what he's been doing this season is crazy. Even the game against the Atlanta Falcons was even crazy. Like, that was a literal fucking shootout.
MVP, baby.
Oof, man. I mean, we are really seeing the true potential of Baker Mayfield. As much as I want to pick the Ravens because they have the Lamar Jackson, they got Derrick Henry, they got Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely is out here playing like he could be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Damn face.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks.
Brandon.
I'm sorry. I was watching his face.
This dude's career has been revitalized by the way that he's playing right now. He's in Florida, and he is the literal definition of a Florida man.
I think Tampa. Okay, so I think Tampa is playing really good ball right now. But I'll be honest with you, he ain't throwing 3 picks. Is this in Baltimore or is it in Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay.
Ooh,
if he plays anything like he did in the beginning of that Saints game, the Ravens are going to beat the brakes off of them. I think Baltimore brings Baker back to reality. Give me the Ravens, man.
Cam.
Give me Trent Dilfer.
Damn. Kyle Bowler.
See,
Ravens.
I'm the
Army beat the brakes off of Trent Dilfer.
They sure did. They sure did.
So I'm gonna have to.
I can't even hold it.
I'm gonna have to break the tie here.
That was nasty.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to be just too much for the Bucks. Lamar Jackson's going to be the X factor in this game.
Lamar Jackson's from Florida, by the way, so you know he's going to have some family there.
So give me the Ravens. But now, before we go, we're going to do our college football teams, and we'll say goodbye to everybody and all that. We'll start with James's team, Notre Dame at Georgia Tech. Who you got, Chris?
The Catholics.
So Notre Dame.
So what am I? So what am I, James?
Brent Key.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
I'm just gonna call it what it is. Brent Key against a ranked ACC opponent. Give me the Navy and gold. I'm calling Georgia Tech for the upset.
James, Notre Dame at Georgia Tech.
Mic drop, Chris. That's tough, right? That's tough.
That's tough.
Well, I got 3 predictions I need to make right now. Give me Army, if they're playing this week. Give me Navy. And cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes cheering her name. Let's go, Notre Dame.
That's what y'all fight song say?
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Who you got?
I think Georgia Tech.
I ain't never heard of it before.
I think Georgia Tech could give Notre Dame fits, but I do like what Notre Dame's doing on offense. I think Riley Leonard's starting to kind of put things together, and they are talented, man. Notre Dame's not a terrible team at all. So give me Notre Dame, man. I don't think Georgia Tech has enough.
I mean, I think Riley Leonard should have stayed at Duke, but I mean, hey, we're ranked.
Or should have went to A&M with Elko.
Cam, you chose Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, give me Tim Brown.
Yes, definitely. So Georgia Tech, I think it's great. Great story for Georgia Tech, and I knew Chris would go with Georgia Tech because he was high on Georgia Tech at the beginning of the season. But this is going to be a beatdown. I mean, Notre Dame is going to blow Georgia Tech out of the water. It's going to be ugly. But anyway.
Cam said I got the Catholics.
Notre Dame.
I got the Catholics, man. Got the Catholics on this one.
I ain't want nothing to do with Catholics now.
So we've already done Vanderbilt. So we don't need to
dirty people.
State. We've already done that. So LSU at Arkansas. Chris.
Here's what's funny. Arkansas is so close to being 6-0 right now, but they're not that good. They're really not. LSU by about 10.
Talk to him.
James, LSU and Arkansas.
It ain't gonna be Walmart. I'll tell you that.
So LSU.
Yep.
All right.
And my Coach O voice. Go Tigers.
Who you got, Brandon?
I got LSU. I picked them 2 days ago.
Yeah, but our viewers watching now don't know that you picked them 2 days
No,
ago.
they didn't. Go Tigers.
Damn.
Give me the bacon.
You taking Arkansas?
Give them the piggies.
Ooh, wow.
Give me the bacon.
So I agree with Cam. This is a nightmare matchup.
Nightmare.
You. I mean, Arkansas controls the clock. And one thing they do very well is make you play their style of football. LSU scores a lot of points with a lot of possessions, but when you can limit the possessions for LSU, you have a good chance to beat them. That's how you beat them. And that's what Arkansas does well, limits possessions. Give me Arkansas on the upset. So, next one. Chris, Alabama at Tennessee.
I've called it since July. Tennessee might be full of injuries right now.
Don't do it.
But I've called it since July.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Alabama, you are
don't do it.
losing your second straight game in Knoxville.
Oh, no, he did it.
Who wins? Alabama, Tennessee.
Alabama.
You know,
James.
you know what? You know
No
what?
way.
I really think, what was it, when they had Hendon Hooker under center 2 years ago?
Yep.
We about to see another shootout between Alabama and Tennessee. And it's going to be the same result. Exactly what's on Andrew's screen right now.
This is what we use Tennessee for.
Hey, but the logo is my prediction.
All right, so Brandon.
It could be an interesting game, but I'm going to be honest with you. The struggles that Tennessee are having, I don't see them going away that quick. I think they have a lot of problems. Alabama's struggling on defense, but offensively, I just think they have too much. I think they win by at least a couple touchdowns. Give me the Alabama.
Alabama. Cam.
Give me Ozzie Newsome.
Give me the first Cousins.
So Cam.
All right.
Cam.
All right. No, I don't want to hear that when the bacon bits beat you, man. Don't be talking that stuff.
So Cam, you're going to have to be careful here because there's some youngsters on the show that have no idea who Ozzie Newsome is.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, don't.
My bad. You're right.
Listen, so two of y'all took Tennessee. Two of y'all took Alabama. My wife took Alabama. Well, I'm agree with my wife. Tennessee is broken. Arkansas broke Tennessee. This is a fact. Look, they almost lost to Florida, a team that they're 100 times better. And it had nothing to do with injuries. Like they are way better than Florida, and this should not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas broke them. Like literally. Alabama's about to rape them. Give me Alabama by 17 or 20. Like
I mean, hey, we had a clean sweep of Alabama beating Vandy, and look how that played out.
Hey, man, hold up, bro. I'm still
He might pull back his Catholic pick.
All right. So the last game on the docket before we let everybody go. South Carolina at Oklahoma. Chris.
That's interesting.
Oklahoma's offense is fucking putrid.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking putrid. And you can't win a football game if you can't score a point.
Yes.
That is true, Chris.
South Carolina's defense against that Oklahoma offense, they'll be lucky if they score 3.
Yes.
Correct.
But they did last week.
I mean, what are we even talking about here? Carolina wins this game.
James.
I'm gonna let some music do some talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
You already
Cam.
know I'm thinking South Carolina, baby.
He's stole my thunder, but I'm still going
Cam,
to.
what's this? Acting like a stripper.
Because that's what the
That's the
song
name,
is,
Mike
man.
Bell. It's
I can
Mike
strip to that song, man. I can strip to that song all day, man. Give me like $5.
Bro, I got
bro.
that song.
Put
I
it
have
in-
a
put
running
it right here
workout
in my
playlist,
shirt.
and that song is part of it. Oh my God, I want to go to war with a lightsaber if that song comes on.
I love Sandstorm. Brandon, who you got?
All I'm gonna say is Cam changed his name from Black Velvet, so no, but
That's my stripper name. I'm all for the ones, baby. Put them on me.
yeah, man, Oklahoma they're abysmal offensively. They don't even have a shot in an open lake to be able to win this game. Give me South Carolina, man.
Damn.
All right. Give me Ronnie Bass. You South Carolina people. You know who Ronnie Bass is. Sunshine. Give me Ronnie Bass. I'm rolling with the Gamecocks, man. Ronnie Bass, quarterback in the 70s for the Gamecocks. So give me that. Gamecocks. That's a player.
So so everybody's chosen South Carolina. So next week on the show, what we'll do is we'll preview everybody again, obviously. So South Carolina, Oklahoma, for me, like this is a problem, nightmare matchup for Oklahoma. And I understand everybody's like, well, it's Oklahoma at home, but the problem is shit on the field doesn't matter when it's that much of a difference. Like they cannot move the football. And South Carolina's defense is coming in, a team that's 3-3 and without some strange goings on here and there is going to be 5-1. But that's not where we're at, right? That we have to play with the hammer. That doesn't make South Carolina any worse of a team because the ball didn't bounce their way in these two games. I mean, South Carolina is better than Oklahoma. That's a fact. I mean, and Oklahoma's offense isn't going to put up any more than 6 points. So if South Carolina gets one touchdown, they win this game.
They're playing Iowa.
I'm feeling pretty good that we're going to score at least one touchdown. So
easily.
South Carolina. So next week we'll do South Carolina's second half of the season and see where they go from there. We'll do Notre Dame, Alabama, and LSU. That'll be something we'll do. That'll be cool for next week. Since we did Vanderbilt today, but we just kind of we put this together last minute. We wanted to go ahead and get this show on the air. So this isn't villains, so we're not going to play in sync. So just final thoughts, Chris.
Final thoughts. There was an interesting discussion we had in the group chat this weekend. Not going to reveal the contents. But I was basically told that there's no chance in hell that Vanderbilt's ever going to compete. And I'm just here to say, in this world of NIL and colleges paying players, there's only 2 schools in the SEC that have more money than Vanderbilt has at its disposal. The idea that they cannot compete in the world of NIL is just flat out wrong. They're in the best city and the best conference with the best school. Who wouldn't want to go there? Especially if you're getting a dime. Especially if you're getting a dime to do it.
I mean,
be careful
about money, bro.
Be careful what you ask for when you start talking about paying players, because we've heard the argument for the past 14 years in college baseball that Vanderbilt has an unfair advantage because they have more money to throw at baseball. If you want money thrown around, don't start. You don't want Vanderbilt throwing money around and getting better.
I said y'all don't want the smoke.
I've literally never heard anybody say Vanderbilt has an unfair advantage in baseball because of the money.
There's there's hundreds of articles written about it, especially by the biggest names in college baseball.
Well, I just Vandy be cheating, bro.
Stop it.
They be cheating, man. How many first round picks Vandy done got, man? Damn.
A shitload.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shit. Y'all gotta give up some of that bread, man. At least in baseball.
You just gotta start hiring.
Man. I'm like, God,
you just gotta hire Cam. Alabama's just got to start hiring coaches that don't steal the per diem money from their players or gambling on games that they're playing in. You might have a good program.
Or maybe it's the fact that they actually put their money towards a football program that actually matters instead of something that really doesn't matter in the world of college.
Did you know there's only 4 schools nationwide that turn a profit in baseball? Vanderbilt's one of them.
All right.
All right, cool. We got college football and college basketball that would like to enter the chat.
Yeah, because I ain't seen no Vandy basketball in a minute, man.
Tell me I'm wrong.
They're only picked to finish last this year.
We've been in the NCAA tournament within the past 2018. We were in the NCAA tournament. Thank you.
Final 4, baby. Give us the crown. Number 2 preseason. Let's go. Stop playing.
Cool. You got a good team.
South Carolina.
We got a great team. I'm so excited, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow, South Carolina was in the NCAA tournament last year. And will be this year too.
I'll be cheating too, man. Shoot, Bruce Pearl.
I mean, look, we got October baseball. It's only a matter of time before we see the greatest playoff atmosphere in college sports. That is college basketball, the March Madness tournament, and it's not even close.
Stop it. College World Series is better.
Man, that's crazy talk. James, final thoughts.
That is crazy talk. I will take the March Madness tournament any day of the week. We saw UMBC beat fucking number 1 Virginia in 2018. Who the fuck are those guys?
We
even saw Furman take out Virginia last year.
We seen Butler almost win on a buzzer beater, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
Look,
Inches
the
away.
thing I love about the March Madness tournament is it's one and done. That's it. But aside from this coming Thursday, you can catch us all on the College Sports Villains show. And at the end of the day, you will all know why we are villains in our own right. And on Friday, you can catch me as the host of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying no mercy sports. Yeah. By the way, Chris, my look looks good on you.
Brandon, talk.
Man, check us out 7 p.m. Central every Sunday. Check us out on this show every Tuesday. Heaven forbid. And yeah, man, striving for the ride, man. We about to make some noise.
Excellent. Cam, final thoughts.
Man, let's just have a moment of silence for Brian Danielson, aka Daniel Bryant. He got choked out over the weekend, and his wrestling career is over for a full-time basis anyway. So let's have a moment of silence for Daniel Bryant, man. And yeah, man. Yeet.
All right. That's it. Great show. We appreciate everyone being here. Next week we will be here a little bit earlier. We should have things going a little bit better. Thank you all, and I will have a different outro come then. See y'all.
Your best behavior, turn your back on Mother Nature.